I just stood there. I said, you guys, they're all looking around like, I just walking away.
Yeah, just don't fall over the fence.
Thanks for good luck.
Keep working hard, man.
It's biology, aren't you a biology major? Yeah, look at it. What was the name of the guy?
Now let's meet today's starters for Game 2. First for the Firebirds of Carthage. Leading off, the shortstop, number 31, Colin Callahan. Batting second, the DH, number 19, Max Cairo. Batting third, first baseman, number 28, PJ Moser. Batting cleanup, right fielder, number 37, Xander Tubbs. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 12, Matt Felber. Batting sixth, left fielder, number 7, Drew Necht. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 4, Evan DeVee. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 10, AJ Gesa. Batting ninth, center fielder, number 1, Jimmy Herget. And on the mound for the Firebirds, number 13, Wyatt Midori. And now the starting lineups for your Illinois Wesleyan Titans. Leading off, and in center field, number 19, Matt Budick. Batting second, the shortstop, number 33, Justin Gadomski. Batting third, first baseman, number 27, Cade Tomhig. Batting cleanup, third baseman, number 1, Jimmy Grigoni. Batting fifth, the DH, number 32, JP Ferraro. Batting sixth, and in right field, number 14, Tristan Figgis. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 7, Gage Wolf. Batting eighth, left fielder, number 3, Ben Ford. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 23, Luca Morelli. And on the mound for the Titans, number 30, Cole Shamhart.
Game 2 between the Illinois Wesleyan Titans and the Carthage Firebirds. Michael and Eric with you on the call, and that was one heck of a Game 1.
It's hard to beat. You win it that way dramatically late in the 8th inning with a 3-run home run and a tie game, and you close them out in the 9th, send the fans home with what they wanted, a conference title, even though we got a second game to play.
Second game, nothing to just give in about. You always want to take the sweep if you can, but certainly fans at Jack Hornberger Field feeling very good. And you know, watching the stream earlier, and you guys were talking about the wind blowing in. Isn't that funny how the Titans took the lead on a home run?
I didn't think a ball would get out of here today, and when he hit it, I wasn't sure if it had enough. I thought it was going to one-hop the wall down the corner, and it got out in the left field corner, and shockingly, I think everybody here was shocked because that was into the teeth of the wind. So that was a hard-hit ball.
Your starter for Game 2 for the Titans will be Cole Shamhart. His defense behind him, Gergonian Gadomski on the left side, Wolf, Tom Have on the right side, and then in the outfield left to right, Ben Ford, Matt Hudick, and Tristan Figgis, with Luca Morelli behind the plate. A couple of defensive changes for the Titans in this Game 2, but not really a surprise. You want to save some guys for that tournament.
Yeah, you kind of took care of business in Game 1. Obviously, you're playing to win. You don't want to just go out and give a win to Carthage. You make a few changes, but also now you have to start preparing for next week. Wednesday starts the conference tournament. You got to be ready for that.
We are ready and underway. First pitch to the Carthage hitter in Callahan. Taken for ball 1.
Callahan playing short today for the Firebirds. Did a good job. They turned 4 double plays in that first game, so defense was there for about 7 or 8 innings.
Shamhart comes back with a good off-speed pitch out in front of it for strike 2.
Yeah, that was good curveball. See if he goes back to that again right here.
He does, but it's in the dirt. Patience by Callahan. Next pitch hit towards right field, running on it, but running out of room is Tristan Figgis, maybe the man of the day.
Yeah, he's played a whale of a right field. He's made some good catches out there in a tough field because of the wind, but then got the big home run and just was on the base paths a lot today, doing a great job. And tough to go back out there after being the hero of Game 1 and kind of focus out in right field.
Next pitch, check swing, but he went. So that'll be a strikeout for Cole Shamhart, and the Titans are picking up right where they left off in Game 1.
Yeah, some high heat right there, trying to check his swing was Callahan, just went around. They appealed down to first and rung him up.
Cairo, your next hitter for Carthage, he'll look at a strike 1.
Kind of anticlimactic this game, so I think everybody's trying to get this one over in a hurry.
Well, Shamhart certainly in this at bat already, looking to get done with Cairo. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. It's not the most ideal weather here at Jack Hornberger Field. So that one gets past Morelli.
Very tough day to be a hitter. We thought runs would be scarce, and it was a 2-2 game going to the bottom of the 8th in Game 1.
Titans, all season long, I've said it, they like to make things interesting, and they certainly did in Game 1. Gave us a little bit of a heart attack, but they got through it, and that's all that matters.
Well, even though it was 2-0 early in that one, after 2 innings, you knew Carthage was going to make a game of it, and they finally did, and they tied it up in the 7th.
That one chopped over to second. Wolf on it. He'll throw it to his buddy Tom Have for the second out. We're looking at the stats coming into this series. It's going to be an interesting series. Carthage had the best pitching stats. Wesleyan had the best hitting stats. And we've certainly seen it's a battle of who is truly better, and right now it's the Titans.
Yeah, a couple of teams kind of heading in different directions. Obviously, Carthage having lost 2 out of the last 3. Titans really playing well the last 10 games. Just bad time for Carthage, good time for Wesleyan to meet.
P.J. Mosier with a 2-0 count fouls it away for strike 1. Shamhart, one of the bright spots on this Titan rotation last year, doing his part. That one smoked over to third.
Oh.
Bobbled. Is it going to be in time? It
Got him.
is. What a play at third. Gergoni bobbled it, but he collected it. And just like that, the Firebirds go down 1-2-3 with Shamhart on the mound. The Titan Bats are going to be coming up next on the Titan Broadcast Network. Those games, and that's super important, especially going into the tournament time.
Yeah, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and they're finishing strong. Clearly winning game one, taking that conference, regular season conference title.
Hudick is your first batter for the Titans as he'll chop it foul. It's Hudick, Gadomski, and Tom Have that the pitcher Wyatt Motory for the Firebirds will see.
Hudick got on to start the game one, courtesy of an error, later scored on a 2-out hit.
Wouldn't be surprised at some point if Hudick will attempt a bunt. We've seen that a lot this year. Bunt for a hit. He's very good at it as he takes a strike.
All right, let's see it, Hudick.
Yeah, that wind from center field has been steady.
No wind is going to help that one as it's called strike three in the zone. He'll go down looking. Get the first out of the inning as Gadomski steps in.
Yeah, good pitch on the outside. Just caught that black and froze the hitter. Nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Gadomski, your doubles king of Division III baseball. Feels like every time he's at the plate, he only hits doubles.
Yeah, leads the team by a country mile. Hit one to the wall in game one, into that wind, just a step short of the wall. I thought that one might get out.
I always say that if I had numbers like a lot of these Titan hitters, I probably would be playing and not in the booth, but
Sure.
that's why I'm in the booth, as that one's chopped back to the pitcher Motory. He'll retire Gadomski.
Comebacker, easy for pitcher to get out number 2.
First baseman number 27.
So again, both teams not too disappointed to see a quick start to this one.
Tom Have at the dish. Taking the first pitch in for strike one. Nice pitch right there from Motor. He got him swinging out of the zone.
Yeah, committed, but couldn't catch up to that curveball away.
The 0-2 misses inside to Tom Have, brings it to 1-2.
Laid off that same pitch that time. Wanted to swing, but did not.
Gotta love these patient hitters for Wesleyan. They can get it done when they need to, but they do not swing at a lot of unnecessary pitches, as seen right there.
Yeah, a little high, a little out of the zone. Nice take by Tom Have. Makes the count full.
Three-two chopped over to third. On it is Felber. He'll throw over. And just like the Firebirds went down, the Titans go down. That will finish the first inning. Firebirds bats up next against Cole Shamhart on the Titan Broadcast Network.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And. Here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program. Double major and play a sport. Do an internship and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
We are back. Shamhart is on the mound. And this is an early pitcher's duel, but we've seen things change in a hurry as the Titans defensively a pretty solid team. They showed it in game one, and we'll just see what comes of it as this game goes on.
Yeah, it's kind of a day for the slap hitters. We didn't see any extra base hits other than the home run. A lot of singles in game one. So you just kind of got to go back to your basics and get those singles and get men on and move them over. Station to station baseball today.
First pitch to Xander Tubbs. Missing outside. It feels like in game one there was a couple questionable calls from the umpire that maybe some of the fans at Jack Hornberger Field didn't agree with, but you know what? That's pretty typical when you're the home team.
But there's a liner to center. Yeah, in the seventh inning, there was a stolen base call at second base that was initially called safe, and then, called out, then safe. I'm not sure what changed. We didn't see the fielder drop the ball or anything like that. That runner then ended up scoring the tying run, so you kind of knew at that point something bad was going to happen. That was interesting. I don't know what the call was, so it's hard to really know what happened there.
Firebirds have a base runner with the single from Tubbs. Felber is at the plate trying to move him over.
Tubbs, a solid player, played good in the first game. A lot of time, a lot of chances with men on. So a nice solid single right up the middle.
In the hole, 0-2 is Felber. Shamhart already with a strikeout. Maybe try to get a second right here. That one's going to be chopped to Gadomski. He'll flip over to Wolf. Over to Tomhave. They get the double play. The Titan defense showing up and showing out right there.
Well, they had 3 double plays in the game's first 4 innings in game 1. Carthage matched that and ended up with 4 over the first 5 innings. So pitcher's best friend right there, double play here in the top of the second.
With 2 down, it's Drew Connect at the plate. And Shamhart is feeling good right now as he delivers the strike. Laid off for ball 1, evens it up.
Good job of coming back with that off speed after that high heat. Got the batter to reach out for that one.
Connect maybe feeling a little silly after going for that one, but either way, he's in a 1-2 count.
Chokes up a little on that bat. Ooh, he wanted to.
He thought about it, but he didn't go for it.
He did. Good take by him. Let that one go.
See what Shamhart chooses to do. He's went out of the zone a couple times. See if he challenges him. He
does, yeah.
Strike 3 from Cole Shamhart.
Foul tip, I believe.
He says, beat me. I bet you can't. As the Firebirds go back to the dugout, the Titan offense is going to be looking to get something going when we come back on the Titan broadcast. Still looking for the first run of the game. We're early in this one. It's the bottom of the second as the Titans will come back up with Jimmy Gargoni and J.P. Ferraro, their first 2. And, I mean, if you're the Titans, we're going to talk about it all game, but you said it, why not let loose?
Yeah, play relaxed. You kind of took all the weight off yourselves by winning game 1. So just go out there and have some fun. Sometimes good things happen when you're out there playing for fun.
That Friday game yesterday definitely came back to haunt Carthage. They had the home field advantage. They couldn't get it done. They're going to look back at that one and probably feel like that was probably our chance to get the conference right there.
Yeah, that's a tough loss at home, but you could also say that's a huge road win for the Titans, and they come back here just 24 hours later and win game 1 of a doubleheader to kind of clinch it. So 2 big back-to-back wins for the Titans this year.
Motory is ready to face Gargoni as he'll get a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Gargoni played a tough third base, kind of got handcuffed on a play that got Carthage their first run, kind of had to eat the ball. Would have been a long throw to first to get the final out, but couldn't, and was kind of upset with himself, but no harm, no foul. Win the game, and it's all good.
He is down early 0-2, but chop it, but it'll go foul, stays alive. Nice job by Gargoni, keeping the bat alive. You don't see a lot of defensive errors from this Titan team. Something that's pretty rare for them.
Good defense in that first game for sure. Inside.
Wow, a nice pitch from Wyatt Motory. Gets Gargoni looking. And And that'll be the first out. Motory, that'll be his second strikeout of the game, as he'll face Big Bad John on the left-handed side of the batter's box.
Yeah, watch that replay. Just inside smoke. Let it go, but umpire's calling you out.
Whatever the umpire says, you got to listen to it, right?
Yeah. You don't have to like it, but you got to listen to it.
JP's looking to get something going in an 0-1 count.
Yeah, he had a good first game, got on base in that big 8th inning. Good late game at bat, drew the walk. It's a nice piece of hitting in game 1.
1-1 missing, according to the umpire. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And now it's even more of a hitter's count with 3-1.
Yeah, you might want to take a swing at this one if you like it. Does?
He took a big hack at that one, but he came up empty-handed.
Pitcher challenged him and won that battle.
Motory taking a page out of Cole Shamhart right there, challenging the hitter. The 3-2 pitch. Off speed, but ball forward.
Yeah,
JP.
tried to change it up, going off speed, and another good at bat. Drawing that walk. Not going for that one. Here's the hero of game 1, maybe hero of the season.
Why don't you do it again, Tristan? Let's see if you can get JP over. Look at strike 1 on the inside part of the plate.
Nice pitch.
If you're the Firebirds, you're probably thinking a double play. You've seen a lot of them. And right as I say that, it looks like it's going to be a double play. They throw to first, and that's a double play.
They've turned a ton this doubleheader. Got out of the inning.
No runs on, no
That'll be it
hits,
for the
no
Titans.
errors,
It's Firebirds coming up next against Cole Shamhart on the Titan Broadcast Network.
Headed to the third, all tied up at 0.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
We've had some nice weather, but in the last couple days, things cooled off.
For Carthage, #4, Evan Devine.
Evan Devine had a tough first game, had a couple of errors. One of those ended up scoring or leading to a run, so trying to make things up with his bat.
He'll chop it. First pitch from Shamhart to his own dugout.
A lot of errors in that first game. Good game. Ended up 5-2 win over the Titans, if you're not aware, but 3 airs apiece by each team.
It's an uncharacteristic sloppy game, so to speak, if
Well,
you're counting
the
errors.
conditions don't make it easy out there. It's tough to be standing out there in the cool breeze. You get a little stiff, and then you're tasked with having to make a play defensively. Sometimes everything's not working the way it should.
1-2 is hit into right field. Figgis over, but it's going to be out of play on top of the net.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those driven to right, but with this wind coming out of the north, northwest, or northeast, just kind of pushing that ball out of play.
Davino gets set for another 1-2 from Shamhart. We'll see if he challenges him or goes out of the zone with 2 strikes.
Yeah, got the call.
Right in the zone, Shamhart dealing, gets the strikeout, his 3rd of the day.
The catcher, number 10, AJ Gesa.
Gesa is the next hitter. Probably thinking he doesn't want to do what his buddy who just struck out did.
Yeah, he's looking for that pitch on the outside for sure.
This time he gets it inside, but it's going to be chopped foul. Tried to pull it past Gergoni at 3rd, but couldn't do it.
Just inches away from that 3rd base bag, almost got it.
1-1. Fouled away, strike 2.
No, it's not.
Trying to go outside again, get that call. Just a little bit too far out there for the home plate umpire to ring him up.
We'll see if the umpire changes his zone throughout the game, but that one is in there for strike 3.
Boy. Fell asleep at that at bat. That was right down Main Street.
If you're the Firebirds, you need to take every opportunity you can get if you get a pitch to hit.
Yeah, swing out of your shoes. Might as well. Nothing to lose at this point. Again, on the outside black.
Burgett at the dish, and yeah, if it's close, you might as well swing at it.
Again, these umpires want to get this game over early as well. Not that they're calling balls strikes, but anything close, you're right. Got to swing at it.
A 1-1 from Shamhart. Ooh, got him out in front with an off-speed pitch.
Just got a piece of that.
Nice job right there from Shamhart, changing the speed. We'll see if he goes back to the heater with a 1-2 pitch. Goes off speed, but out of the zone.
Tried to get him fishing. Wouldn't bite. Good pitch, though.
2s across the board. Make it 3-2. That one was outside, but looked close.
Trying to end this inning right here.
3-2. Got him looking once again. Cole Shamhart with the strikeout. He is absolutely dealing, and he's going to be leaning on his offense to get him some runs when we come back on the Titan Broadcast Network.
When competition for the best jobs is fierce, how do you set yourself apart? Experience? An education? Yes, but not just any education. At Illinois Wesleyan, we prepare graduates who break through the noise, who run the boardroom, the classroom, the lab, the stage. The best college for jobs in Illinois is right in your own backyard. Reach further, dream bigger, and break through at Illinois Wesleyan University.
I remember down in Houston, we were putting on a show.
We are back for the bottom of the third. This game, probably in the eyes of Cole Shamhart, moving right along with all these strikeouts.
Yeah, that's what pitchers want. They want to just get out there and deal and mow them down. Now the offense needs to string some hits together. Maybe do a hit and run.
Titans certainly have the speed to do that, and they'll try to do it against Wyatt Motory, who's out for another inning of work. A ball and a walk, and 2 strikeouts for him on the day. Gage Wolf and Ben Ford, your first 2 hitters, and Ford, one of those changes for this Titan lineup. Michael Keller maybe thinking give him some rest, but also go a little bit more defensive and add that speed with Ben Ford.
Yeah, get everybody out there, get everybody to enjoy this conference championship clinching doubleheader. Get everybody their cuts and their chance out there. Gage Wolf, another good game in game 1 for the Titans. Local product for Bloomington High School.
Gotta love local products. I personally did not go to Bloomington, but I have nothing against them.
I went to Bloomington, so I'm very proud of this young man. His mom is a teacher in District 87, actually taught my 2 kids 3rd grade. Saw her in the stands earlier.
It's a small world.
Yes, it is.
The 1-1 pitch hit by Wolf over to Devine. He'll throw over and retire Wolf for the first out. I must say I'm partial to Normal West. I did go to Normal West. We don't talk about that other school, the orange and black, but
sure.
Now, I will say they do got the better sports over there at Normal Community.
Boy, Normal Community has really been dominant in the Big 12 lately across the board, boys and girls. It's been impressive.
A chop hit, but it's going to be foul from Ben Ford.
Ford check swing, kind of a swinging bunt. Almost might have had a chance to beat that out.
Saw one instance similar to that in game 1. I don't remember who was at the plate, but he didn't mean to hit the ball off his bat, but it went foul and for a strike. It's an unfortunate thing for if you're a hitter, but nothing you can do about it as it counts 1-1.
Trying to check an inside pitch, and it went off the handle of the bat. I think for strike 2, if I believe. Just outside.
Motory trying to get the same calls that Shamhart is trying to get. 2 balls and a strike to Ben Ford. Make it 3-1, and I got to think he's probably going to try and swing at this 3-1 pitch.
Yeah, again, might as well. If you like it, take a shot at it. But have a good eye. Maybe draw a first base runner for the Titans.
3-1, he'll go after it. It's chopped over to Colin Callahan. He'll scoop it up and throw to P.J. Moser. That'll be the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Callahan, a big shortstop. Making the play, strong arm, got it over there in a hurry, no problem. For the second out. Good defense today by both teams.
The backstopper for the Titans, Luca Morelli, taking over for Woltman, who played in game 1. Looks at strike 1. Quickly down 0-2 now to Wyatt Motory.
Yeah, Motory hasn't let any Titans really get the advantage. He's been kind of dictating every count so far.
That one scorched right back up the middle. Luca Morelli gets the first hit of the game if you're the Titans, and he's got a base runner and moving the line to Matt Hudick.
Yeah, that's what it's going to take, and that's what we saw in game 1. Just kind of station to station, putting the ball in play, taking that extra base, but you're not going to get one in the gap today, and you're not going to hit one to the wall today. Not too often.
See what Matt Hudick can do with a runner on as he takes a strike. He is already a strikeout victim today. And again, Motory's up in the count early just like that, 0-2.
Yeah, he's been dictating every at-bat in this start. Trying to take command. He's looked good, looked sharp.
The 0-2 in the dirt gets by the catcher, A.J. Gesa, and that will advance the runner. So Morelli took off, and now a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, now they had bad changes a little bit with 2 outs. We're running on contact. Even with the outfield playing pretty shallow today, maybe serve one up out there and get a run home.
Center fielder Jimmy Herget playing shaded left. If ball can be hit to right center,
boy,
up the middle, it's got a chance.
Yeah, you could drive 50 trucks through that gap. It's sitting there.
Hudick waits for the 2-2 from Motory. In the dirt, ball 3, runner goes to third, no throw.
Nice play.
Heads up base running from Luca Morelli, and now he's just 90 feet away.
Nice recognition, that ball was getting away and took off, and that was a no play. So now you got to think ball could get away again.
A full count, big pitch for Motory. That
there
one
it is.
Hit into center,
Oh.
but it's going to be caught by Jimmy Herget. Unfortunately, he couldn't get into that right center gap. And the Firebirds dodge a bullet. It stays 0-0. We're headed to Callahan at the dish. We apologize for the technical difficulties throughout the day. That one hit in the left field, but it's going to be foul. Titans got lucky.
That was bomb. Kind of like Figgis' home run. I guess you can get it out down the left field line, kind of circumvents this wind, but
he's not going to get another chance, though, says Cole Shamhart. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Colin Callahan goes down. Max Cairo is the next man up.
Nice recovery. Batter takes him pretty deep down the left field line, foul. Then you go down and away, get him chasing.
Shamhart challenging Cairo. He did get a piece of it.
Yeah, another foul tip, strike one.
Quickly 0-2 to Max Cairo. Just missing outside, brings it to 1-2.
Went chasing.
Got him with the high heat, Cole Shamhart. He ate his Wheaties this morning.
First base.
Feeling good with 2 outs and 7 strikeouts already.
Hard to catch up with that high heat. Couldn't there. Out number 2.
PJ Moser going to try and figure Shamhart out as he'll look at it out of the zone, ball 1. That time gets the call.
The outside of the plate has been open today.
See if he goes back there with the 1-1. He tried to, but it's 2 outside. 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs to PJ Moser. That one hit into right field at the wall. It is a fair ball and a home run for Carthage.
Just sat on that fastball. Got every bit of that one over the fence and right.
So Moser finds a home run ball for the Firebirds, puts them on the board. 1-0 is your score in the top of the 4th. And Xander Tubbs, it's going to be hard to follow up that at bat.
That was a hit by a man right there on a cold, blustery day. And now we got another one.
That one out to left field. And making the grab is the left fielder for the Titans, and Ben Ford. He took a slip, but he made the catch. That'll retire the Firebirds. It is 1-0 though after the home run. Titan Bats looking to get something going next.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
No time to panic if you're the Titans. It's only a 1-0 deficit. They got plenty of baseball left to go after the home run given up. As the Bats will come back, starting with Gadomski and Tom Haven. If you're trying to get something going, these are the 2 players you want up.
Yeah, first lead of the 13 innings of this doubleheader for Carthage. So Titans have been in command until just now. They give up the home run, the top of the 4th, but like you said, it's just 1-0, long way to go.
Wyatt Motory mowing along so far. 1 hit, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. As the doubles king will try to add to that total, or maybe do what the Firebirds did and hit a long ball.
Motory comes in 5-0, but ERA over 4.5, pushing 4.8. So got some wins, but he's given up some runs, so Titans can get to him.
Gadomski makes contact on the first pitch, but it's going to hang up for the left fielder out there towards the scoreboard. Drew Connect on it for the Firebirds for the first out.
Same kind of spot where he hit the long fly in game 1. This one a lot shorter than that one. Took the left fielder all the way to the fence. This time comfortably well in front of the track for out number 1.
Motory throws some high heat to the right-handed hitting Cade Tomhave. Tomhave had one of the maybe hottest starts in all of conference to the season. He cooled off, but when you start as good as he did, it doesn't matter if you cool off because your numbers are going to still look fantastic.
Sometimes you get in those zones for a long stretch. obviously, if you did it one time, you can figure it out, do it again.
It's got a 2-1 count. And he'll smoke that one in between third and short. And another base hit for the Titans. He'll reach first base and move the line to Jimmy Gargoni, who will try to get him over.
Yeah, here's one you might want to play small ball, even though you got one out. See if you can get Tom Have over to second or get him into scoring position without giving up another out. Get somebody in scoring position, even with 2 outs. It worked in the first game.
Gargoni takes the first pitch strike. And if you're Gargoni, you got to think in the back of his head, he's thinking, do not hit a ground ball.
Yes, the Carthage infield has been good at turning double plays in these 2 games.
Runner goes, but it's going to be fouled back.
I like it. I like the hit and run. Try to make something happen.
Gargoni just couldn't get the barrel on it as Tom Have raced off for second. So now in the hole 0-2. Next one, Gargoni hits it into center field, but under it and making the grab is Jimmy Herget, and back to first base will go Tom Have.
Yeah, that's no man's land out there today. The wind is just going to knock that down, and nice job of the center fielder tracking that one, getting under it pretty quick.
So with 2 outs and Tom Have still at first, J.P. Ferraro is the man tasked with trying to do something. Check on Tom Have, probably thinking exactly what you were thinking with the hit and run.
Yeah, trying to make him shorten his lead a little bit over at first.
High pitch out of the zone, ball 1 to JP. Not a ton of room to his pull side down the line. But he's got a little bit more room opposite field as he takes a ball low.
Work this count. Don't get too aggressive with 2 outs.
Takes a pitch inside, had to get out of the way, make it 3-0. See if Motory gives him something to hit right here with the 3-0 count.
Yeah, don't go fishing. Don't try and be a hero. Just get on base, move that man to second.
He'll take a strike. He thought it was ball 4, but umpire says otherwise. Tom Have will take his lead. 3-1.
Good take.
Outside for ball 4. That puts 2 on and moves it to Tristan Figgis, who we already know what he can do.
Yeah.
Tristan Figgis.
Maybe he wants to be the hero both games.
I would not mind that.
But now he's got a man in scoring position. Still 2 outs, but runners will be going on contact.
Set a first pitch strike from Wyatt Motory, the right-hander for Carthage.
Hit a curveball out in that first game for a 3-run home run. Just sat on that curveball from Papagallo and put it out over the fence.
Oh, 1, they jammed him on the inside, but he fouled it away. It's a tough pitch to hit when it's that inside on your hands.
Got to protect the plate here, keep this bat alive.
The 0-2, that'll be chopped over to Divine. He'll throw over. That will retire the Titans. They leave 2 stranded, and they're still down 1-0 here on the Titan Broadcast Network. We'll be back.
No errors and 2 left on base.
It is Kentucky Derby Day, and we have a derby of baseball with Game 2 here, and the Firebirds leading it 1-0, and really not a whole lot going on in this Game 2 so far.
Yeah, kind of what we expected from the first pitch of Game 1. Conditions not favorable for run scoring. And as the day gets longer and the temperature drops, I would imagine that's going to increase, but not sure if this 1-0 lead by Carthage will hold up.
So a defensive change for the Titans. They're going to go with Casey Swanson at first base and give Cade Tomhave a little bit of a break.
Speaking of derby time, it's about ready, if not very close to that race getting ran.
Yeah, you a horse betting man yourself?
I am not,
no?
but I think everybody is on Kentucky Derby Day.
Shout out to my cousin who actually works at a farm, as that one's fouled away for strike 1. She works at a farm out in Kentucky, and they have a horse running in the Kentucky Derby. So
wow.
Hoping that they will fare well.
Yeah, the Super Bowl of horse racing, for sure.
Matt Felber is your batter with a 1-1 count against Shamhart. He'll chop that in. Gadomski couldn't handle it as that one ate him up.
Yeah, kind of one of those in-between hops that you could just kind of see that coming. Charged it, but got him between, and it kind of bounced on up his arm. Unable to corral it and make the throw.
Felber will reach on the air from Gadomski and put Drew Connect at the dish with nobody out and a runner on. We'll try the sacrifice bunt strategy, but he couldn't get it down for strike 1.
Well, and Carthage, like everybody here, knows that runs are kind of precious today, so they're trying to do some small ball, move some players over, get some guys in scoring position, maybe get another run, go up 2-0, but you got to put the bunt down.
Gargoni playing a little bit in, expecting another bunt maybe. Titan defense will be ready for it.
Good curve.
That one caused the hitter Connect to pull it back, brings the count to 1-1.
Yeah, force the batter to make the play.
One pitch. Tried to get it down once again, missing strike 2.
Boy, now it almost takes that opportunity to sacrifice him over off the table. Unless you trust your batter. We'll see what Carthage does here.
If you're going to try to get it down, you better be 100%. As the 1-2.
Oh.
As that one is high and deep into left field, going back on it at the wall.
Oh, my.
Another home run for Carthage. That's a 2-run bomb from Drew Connect.
How about that? You call off the bunt, and I'll just hit it out of the park to go up 3-0. Big bomb, very reminiscent of the home run the Titans hit in game 1.
So Carthage says, not so fast, Titans. We're not going away without a fight. And it's quickly 3-0 in favor of the red and black.
Couple of bombs from the Carthage Firebirds, has them up 3-0.
Shamhart to Evan Devine. Check swing, but he went for strike 1. He'll make contact into short right field, and that's going to drop, as that'll be a base hit for Carthage, and their bats are looking to starting to heat up right now.
Yeah, just kind of didn't get a lot of that one, but inside outed it to right. Right fielder didn't really have a chance unless you broke on that thing right away. Fell in front of his feet, so it's either feast or famine here. It's either singles or over the fence in these first 2 games.
William Duff out there in right field now for the Titans instead of Tristan Figgis, as A.J. Gesa steps in and looks at strike 1.
Well, the over-under on home runs today in this doubleheader was probably at 2, and it's sitting now at 3, so that's kind of shocking.
A push bunt down the first base line, but it's going to be foul. Gesa will have to come back and try again at the dish against Cole Shamhart with Devine at first. Still nobody out.
Here's where you'd like to get a double play, get a grounder, at least make an effort to try and turn 2 right here.
Gesa lays off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tried to get him chasing, didn't bite.
Gonna bear down here. Can't let this inning get out of control. Got to get that first out, maybe 2 right here.
2-2, fouled away. Shamhart will have to do it again.
Wind kind of dying down, but as the day gets longer, the temperature is starting to dip. So things not improving. With the wind getting cut down, it's not improving because the temperature's dropping.
2-2 hit in between Gergoni and Gadomski. That will reach out to Ben Ford, and 2 on quickly here for the Firebirds.
Yeah, now you're kind of backs against the wall. You've given up 2 runs already, 2 men on. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change.
That'll be it for Cole Shamhart as the Firebirds jumped on him. 2-run homer and another run that crossed the plate. Your score right now is 3-0 in favor of Carthage. We'll be back on the Titan Broadcast Network.
What is proven science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
A jack of all trades, Jack Flagg, going to be called to come in on the mound for the Titans after Cole Shamhart gave up 3 runs. If you're Shamhart, that's probably not the start that you wanted to have.
Yeah, not a bad start, just a handful of bad pitches. 2 of them ended up over the fence. Other than that, pretty good, but
lots of
those are the tough ones. You can't give up the long balls because those will really hurt you.
Jack Flagg comes in to a little bit of a pressure situation. He's got AJ Gesa at first, and then Devine on second, and still nobody out. If you're the Titans, you are looking for a double play ball for sure.
Yeah, we talked about, pressures off for this game, winning game 1, but still got to compete, got to finish out the regular season with this game. Carthage wants to go out with a win, so you got to dig deep, and here's a situation where you got to, as a reliever, come in and shut the door. It's tough. 2 men on, no out.
We'll see what the batter Jimmy Herget can do against the right-handed throwing Jack Flagg. We're in the top of the 5th. Firebirds already leading it 3-0. Bunt is going to be put down. Flagg will pick it up. He'll throw over, and that'll be the first out of the inning. But more importantly, if you're a Firebird fan, you advance the runners.
Great opportunity to still play smart baseball, move some runners into scoring position. They'll sacrifice that out to move guys in second and third. Now you got 2 batters with a chance to drive in some more and add to this 3-0 run lead.
Colin Callahan at the dish. 2 plate appearances so far and 2 strikeouts. Big chance to change his numbers around. Thought about swinging, but doesn't.
I still go back to that, can't put the bunt down and then you hit a home run.
And you can't hit a batter either.
Yeah.
Colin Callahan gets drilled by Flagg. That will load the bases up with 1 out.
Max Cairo.
And normally if you're the Firebirds, you would think anything in the outfield would get it done. You're going to have to hit it pretty deep in the wind, though.
Yeah, the wind's starting to pick up again. Cairo's DHing today. Obviously a good hitter for these Firebirds. But he'll start off with a strike.
Cairo will hit that one up the middle. Gadomski over to second, over to first. And they get the double play. So Jack Flagg comes in relief of Cole Shamhart and gets an inning-ending double play with the bases loaded. That's huge, as the Titans will come back to the plate down 3-0 next. Titan bats trying to get something going. Down 3-0. Pressure's off of them, but Gage Wolf and Ben Ford, first 2 hitters tasked with trying to do something against the right-handed throwing Wyatt Motory.
Well, the defense did their job. Now the offense needs to get things cranked up. Nice inning-ending double play. And I talk about game 1, that like 6 if not all 7 of those double plays were inning-ending. You would think that happens all the time, but not always. But both defenses doing a good job of getting out of innings by turning 2.
And Motory, again, 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts for him on the day. But maybe Michael Keller said something to him in the dugout. Hopefully going to get the Titans fired up and ready to go.
Yeah, sometimes a defensive play like that will So we'll see if the offense now can get going. And a good person to do that is Gage Wolf.
Look at a nice pitch from Motory in the zone for a strike. Still trying to get that outside corner call. Doesn't get it there.
It's been intermittent today. We've seen a lot of strikes called on the outer black of the plate.
Being very patient. 2 balls and a strike.
Hitters count right here. See if he's swinging or not.
He will not swing as that one is called the strike. Evens it up, 2s across the board. Off speed pitch looked like.
Good job of staying alive.
See what Wyatt Motory comes back with on this 2-2 pitch. Got him chasing. Gage Wolf went down and came up with nothing. He'll go back to the dugout and send up Ben Ford.
Yeah, he's not real happy with that at bat. Just trying to get a piece of it, stay alive, but ends up missing everything.
Bringing the heat for strike 1 on the inside part of the plate is Motory.
Yeah, nice pitch right in on the hands. Really not much you can do with that one.
Nice take right there from Ford. Started to move his wrist, but held him back. That one spiked in the dirt by Motory. Ford not even thinking about chasing that one.
Yeah, maybe just trying to grip it a little bit too hard to get that action. Did end up a little short.
2-1 by Ford, hit it into right field, but it's going to be out of play.
They're shading him over to right a little bit, so book is out on Ford. He was trying to go down the line. Thought that might have had a chance at first.
Would have been nice. We'll see what he can do with this 2-2 pitch. And so just chop this one, now pulling it. That's also going to be foul.
Trying to go foul pole to foul pole on those 2 swings. Now he's just got to put one right up the middle.
Yet another 2-2.
Good take.
Good take right there. Motory trying to get him fishing, but it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out.
A lot of movement on that pitch. Down and low, inside. Down and inside, and held off.
3-2. Outside, ball 4. Not sure Carthage agrees with it.
Motory wanted that. He long stare in it, blew behind the plate. Just saying, where was that?
The catcher, number 23, Luca
Ford
Morelli.
on at first. Luca Morelli going to try to do something with it with 1 out.
Yeah, got to string some good at-bats together, whether they're swinging or taking a pass. Got to get some guys on base.
He will scorch that one into right field, but it's hit a little too hard as Xander Tubbs is on it, and that's a tough break for Morelli.
Yeah, exactly. Hit it too hard. At first I thought that thing was going to drop, but carried out there to the right fielder. Played it very well. Good job out and right.
Pinch hitting for the Titans, number 10, Jack Novak.
a pinch hitter for the Titans in Jack Novak, so Michael Keller really changing things up as we go on in this one.
Well, he's got the luxury to do that, having won game 1. But he's also out to win game 2, trying to make something happen, putting people in certain positions to make a play.
That's what a good coach does, puts his players in a position to succeed. Outfielders still shading right. Jack Novak, if he can pull it down to the left field side, he's got room.
Good cuts. Just missing.
He's got 2 strikes against him. Gonna choke up and see what Motory throws him.
Yeah, Motory again, we talked about it early on. He has stayed ahead in the count, trying to dictate every at-bat.
0-2, low and in the turf. Good take.
Good 0-2 pitch. Get him to chase, maybe, but not wasting one.
The 1-2 contact is made towards the Titan dugout, and that's going to get out of play once again. Motory versus Novak got a little bit of a battle going on.
Yeah, Novak getting some good cuts, making some good contacts. Just has to put it between the lines right here.
Runner goes, pitches in the turf, throw over to second, but it's not going to be in time.
Good recovery by the catcher. He dropped that ball, but still made a play. Pretty bang at second, but now running some bases, stealing some bases, getting players in scoring position. Changes this at bat now with 2 outs.
Ford at second, 2 balls and 2 strikes to the hitter Novak. Novak hits that one in between third and short.
Gonna have a play.
They're gonna send Ben Ford at the plate. The throw is not in time. The Titans are gonna get a run on the board with an RBI double.
Boy, that stolen base set that up perfectly. That's why you do it. That's why you take those chances with 2 outs, and it paid off for the Titans.
Titan offense finding something against Wyatt Motory.
Sometimes once you get that first run on the board, the floodgates open. Kind of hard to do right here with 2 outs, but offense can relax a little bit.
I hope you're right about that, as Gadomski will take a ball in the turf. Floodgates, I want them to open as wide as they possibly can get.
Well, like I said, tough here, but you get your first run of the game. Still a long way to go in this one. Still man in scoring position, though.
Gadomski tried to find the room down that left field line. Drew Connect playing more towards left center.
Yeah, the left field line is wide open. Hit a rope down there. It might rattle around for a while.
1 ball and a strike to Gadomski. Go after a little bit of a high pitch, fouls it away.
The doubles leader on this Titans team by a country mile. Nobody's within, I think, 15 of him, maybe more.
It's a good time to extend that lead right here.
Right here. I'm trying to speak it into existence.
1-2 is going to be chopped. It's going to be a tough play coming in on it. Third baseman throw over. And they're going to get him.
Bang, bang.
Matt Felber over at third for the Firebirds, making the play. But an RBI double will get the Titans on the board. Their deficit is now only 2, and we'll be back on the Titan Broadcast Network. We are back as Novak will come in and play center field for the Titans. Jack Flagg on the mound. He'll face P.J. Moser and Xander Tubbs as the first 2.
Mosier at that bomb to right. His first at bat. That was big. That was a strong young man putting one over the fence to score the first run for Carthage.
See if Jack Flagg can not let that happen again. As
yeah, that's his goal.
Titans are got to be feeling a little bit more confident getting a run in their last half inning.
Exactly, that's what I was trying to say. Once you get that first run across, then you kind of loosen up a little bit. But pitchers, I think, have been thinking about that wind blowing in, so they've been challenging some hitters.
First pitch is chopped over to first, and that's going to be handled by Casey Swanson, the first baseman replacement for K. Tom Have. Just like that, one pitch, one out with Xander Tubbs.
Just how you draw it up. Doing a good job of relief. Hasn't thrown that many pitches, and it's gotten a number of outs. Might get another one here. Nope, going to go foul.
Tried to go 2 for 2 with an off-speed pitch. Tubbs got a piece of it, but it didn't stay in fair territory.
Good curveball.
Yeah, another off-speed pitch from Jack Flagg. This time the hitter Tubbs doesn't go fishing. It's a 1-1 count.
Uh-oh.
Challenges him, but it's going to be into left field and caught for an out.
First, I thought that was headed for the gap. Kind of had a hook on it like a golf tee shot and went right to the left fielder.
Kind of feels like as this game's gone on, anytime the Carthage bats get a hold of one, it's maybe a little scary with what they've done so far.
Yeah, they're swinging out of their shoes in game 2 after falling in game 1. They're trying to do some damage and have so far, but still a long way to go in this one.
Flagg facing Matt Felber gets the first pitch for a strike. Comes back high, ball 1. That one got away from Jack Flagg. We'll give him a little bit of a pass, though. He's not usually a pitcher.
Again, temperature cooling down. Hard to grip that baseball, but comes right back with a strike. 2-2.
The 2-2, and that one's going to be off the end of the bat as Felber kind of just threw his bat at that one to get a piece of it.
Stayed alive. Yep, stayed alive here with 2 outs. Here's when it shut it down and get your bats back out there.
He will induce a pop-up into the infield. On it is Gadomski. He'll make the play a little bit of a tougher play than normal with the wind, but he gets the job done. The Titan bats are going to be coming back up to the dish, down by 2.
At NCAA championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The NCAA Division III Softball Championship coming to Bloomington, Illinois this May. Get your tickets today at ncaa.com/tickets.
coach Michael Keller.
And now for the Titans, number 21, Casey Swanson.
Firebirds do have action in their bullpen. See if they can chase him out of here as strike one's called.
And they might if they get a couple guys on early.
Nice pitch right there from Wyatt Motory. Froze Casey Swanson.
Yeah, just took a little bit off of it. Swanson didn't know what to do with that.
Bad swing from Casey Swanson. Tried to do a little too much, but he'll go back to the dugout on strikes.
Third baseman, number 1, Jimmy Gergoni.
Fourth strikeout for Wyatt Motory.
Yeah, he's looked good. Carthage had 2 good starters going in this doubleheader. Just couldn't get it done in game 1.
Gergoni, 2 plate appearances. One of those plate appearances he struck out.
Ooh.
A 1 pitch, a little chin music high and inside.
Just trying to get some high heat across. Not going to try and hit somebody when you've got the lead 3-1.
Comes back with a 1-1 in the turf. 2 balls and a strike to the right-hander Jimmy Gergoni.
Yeah, Gergoni needs to just relax here. It looks like pitcher's a little rattled by that up and in. He's got to compose himself now. Got to put the onus back on him.
2-1, ripped into left field. That's going to drop. So Jimmy Gergoni finds the space in between short and third, and he's on first.
And that's what worked in the first game, just stringing some hits together, and that's what the Titans need to do here. Just station to station, moving runners. That's how they're going to get another run on the board.
JP Ferraro, 2 walks. A good day at the plate for him. First pitch inside. Nice block behind the plate from A.J. Gesa.
Well, we've seen a couple of batters hit today. I'm sure the Titans would take one of those right now. Not that I want to volunteer for that, but
especially in this cold weather.
Oh man,
that's
just got to hurt
good.
Extra hard.
JP rips that one past the shortstop. That's going to get into left field. 2 straight singles, and the Titans have 2 on.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Now you got to move those runners, get somebody in action. We got a pitch hitter here.
Right fielder, number 99,
Nope.
William Duff at the plate. He took over in right.
Okay.
For Tristan Figgis.
Looks like we might see a pitching change.
We'll see what they decide.
We've seen a couple of slow walks out there, especially in game 1, to add to the drama of that contest.
Nothing wrong with a little gamesmanship.
Exactly.
Right?
Clearly done on purpose, and he is going to call to the pen.
So that'll be it for Wyatt Motory, as Carthage will go to the bullpen. Titans have 2 on, and they're going to bring in a new pitcher. We're going to take a quick break on the Titan Broadcast Network, but we'll be back.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
We are back on the Titan Broadcast Network. Carthage going to be going to the bullpen, and if my eyes are correct, it's going to be Jake Papagallo.
Came into the first game, gave up the 3-run home run, came in with 2 men on, so a tough spot, but gave up the 3-run home run that was the difference maker in that one, so trying to make amends for that.
That's a bold choice, I would say, by Carthage to put him back out there.
Yeah, go back to him. You know, you trust him. Got to shake that one off.
He will do his best to prove to his coaching staff that he deserves to be out there.
He's got a nice curveball, pretty heavy curveball, sharp. But Titans sat on that curveball and hit it over the fence to win that game 1.
That is probably exactly what is going through the mind of William Duff.
But you can see Carthage making the change here, bottom of the 6th. They're out to win this game. They know the implications. They don't want to drop 2 here today in Bloomington. Kind of change the seedings for the tournament starting on Wednesday here. So they're out to win this baseball game, as they should.
The fight shall never stop. Always put your best foot forward. Duff will come to the dish. He's got Ferraro at first, Dragoni on second, and only 1 out.
Yeah, big spot here. Got to move these guys. The least you got to do is move these guys over, advance them somehow, some way.
First pitch, contact's made, but it's going to get out of play.
Good cut on the first pitch. Not thinking of just serving one out there. He was thinking about driving one in the gap.
Still plenty of room down the both lines. A little bit less room, but still plenty to get it one out there if he can. As Duff will hit that one towards the gap.
That's going to get there.
It's going to get down. The Titans are going to put at least 1 on the board. Going into second. Tight throw. They nailed him. They nailed him at second, so that will be an out, but a run does cross for the Titans.
I think he bounced on the bag and came up in the air slightly when the tag was still on him, and the umpire did a good job of waiting on the call. That's a big out at second base.
Nice play from the Firebirds outfield. It is 3-2 though.
You gotta make him make that play. So can't discount the play at second base. Got to make him make that throw. Just doesn't go the Titans' way this time.
Swing for a strike. With J.P. Ferraro standing at third, there are 2 outs as Derek Ittner is at the dish now. Ooh, tried to go opposite field. He had a chance to drop it in there.
Yeah, thinking that way, that was the right call. But now he's in the hole 0-2. Got to protect the plate. Got a big run at third base right here. Potential run, I guess I should say.
This is where good teams convert. 0-2 pitch.
Oh.
Got him looking. Strike 3 called. So Jake Papagallo comes in, gives up a run, but he can keeps the lead in contact for the Firebirds. And they'll come up in the next half inning here on the Titan Broadcast Network.
Carthage leads 3-2.
What is proven science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
Derek Ittner takes over at second base for the Titans. So that'll be it for Gage Wolf. As the Titans are inching closer, they never feel out of it here at Jack Hornberger Field. They always love to make it interesting.
Again, back-to-back innings with some runs. They got that first one 2 innings ago, kind of loosened up the offense. I think they're starting to kind of believe that they can tie this game up and take the lead. Still a long way to go. Still 7 more innings of baseball here. Or 3 more innings, sorry. It's 7th inning, but brain's not working right now.
They will also go to the bullpen and call on the 6'8" left-hander in Nathan Waterman. And if you're a hitter for Carthage, I can't even imagine facing a 6'8" lefty.
Yeah, just can sling it up there. Hard to know where that baseball is at, that long pitching stride. But now you got to help your offense out by getting a 1-2-3.
Drew Connect at the dish, 1 for 2 and a strikeout. He'll make contact with the first pitch towards right field. And making the grab out in right is William Duff for the first out.
Yeah, good start here to the 7th. 1 pitch, 1 out. Come right at these guys. You can kind of feel the momentum switching the Titans' way if we can get a 1-2-3 here.
Evan Devine trying to not let that happen as he'll look at strike 1 from the lefty Waterman. Nice pitch right there, but spoiled by Devine.
But now he's got him 0-2. Don't mess around here, go right after him.
Contact's made towards right field. If it's fair, it's down. But it's not. That was a long run for William Duff.
Pretty deep, but out of play. Maybe you come inside, try and get called strike, but you go back outside.
Maybe setting up for that inside pitch, getting the hitter's eyes in a different location. Waterman missing again, though, brings it 2-2.
Wind picking up again.
And the battle is going to go in favor of Evan Devine as he gets the single out towards left.
Just waiting on that off speed, just served it up to left. Nice bit of hitting by Devine.
AJ Gesa is the man at the dish, 1 for 2 and a strikeout.
Slow running catcher, perfect opportunity to turn 2 here if they can get a ground ball to short.
I like the way you think.
We've seen a lot of double plays by both sides today. Need one more.
Well, he got the ground ball, but it went foul. And the whole 0-2.
Got him back on his heels. See if they can get him to chase one. Slow roller to second or short.
Another one fouled away from Gesa. Two hitters for Carthage making Nathan Waterman work. Credit to those guys because they're putting good at-bats together. Yet again, a foul ball.
Just missed that one was Gesa. Timed it up good, but just couldn't get out on top of it.
Waterman will throw over to first. Check on Devine.
Yeah, Devine trying to stay out of that double play, maybe getting that little extra lead over there.
That one hit high. On the infield and making the grab for the out.
Going from the outfield grass to the infield grass, so that wins. Playing tricks on those infielders. They're doing a great job out there, though.
Tough first play for Derek Ittner coming into the game.
Yeah, I was going to say that he's new second baseman getting challenged right away. But 2 outs now.
That one back towards the second baseman, but it gets through. Ittner stretched out, but he was not able to make the grab. That'll put 2 on for the Carthage Firebirds. Callahan at the dish.
Yeah, and he's one of these guys that you think about. Good hitter, big young man. So they're going to talk this one over. Great opportunity for Carthage right here to add to their 1-run lead, but still 2 outs. So don't want to give in to Callahan, but you also don't want to see him get some cuts. Maybe you kind of pitch around him, not really trying to walk him, but not giving him really much to hit.
He's got Cairo on deck if he does reach.
Yeah, back-to-back good hitters for Carthage. So that's probably the reason behind the mound visit.
See what the mound visit produces. Waterman and Morelli, the battery. First pitch to Callahan, fouled away.
Not happy with himself, kind of going after that one is Callahan.
Waterman seeming to throw a lot of slower pitches to these Firebirds, trying to get them to roll over. Another slow roller. That's going to be picked up. Waterman on it. Oh, but he can't make the grab.
Uh-oh.
As the run is going to cross the plate for the Firebirds. It was going to be a close play at first, but you got to catch the ball first.
Well, first baseman went after it. Should have let that one go to your second baseman. Let him make the play. Pitcher was trying to cover, but kind of in no man's land. High throw goes off of his glove as he's looking down to put his foot on the bag. And another run scores by Carthage on the overthrow at first.
That'll bring your score to 4-2. And right away, that'll cause another mound visit for the Titans.
Yeah, you had him right where you wanted. You got the ground ball to get out of the inning. Got to make the play. Titans can at first base. And now the momentum goes back to Carthage with that run scoring mistake by Illinois Wesleyan.
That'll be it for the big lefty as they're going to go to the bullpen. We're going to take a quick break on the Titan Broadcast Network. When we come back, it'll be Carthage with runners on the corners.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
So the Firebirds chase Nathan Waterman out of the game. He gives up a run, and now they're going to turn to the right-hander and Luke Schwab. And if you're the Titans, you need to get out of this right here and right now with a 2-run deficit.
Yeah, really, you don't want to give up any more runs in this game. It's getting late. Carver giving up 4 at a man on third. So you want to shut the door right here.
Schwab will come in and face Christian Duarte, which I believe is a pinch hitter for Carthage.
Yeah, played in the first game, didn't start the second game. In a big spot for the Firebirds right here.
Luke Schwab going to be giving a much different pitching motion than Nathan Waterman against these Firebirds. Doesn't have the height, but he certainly's got the stuff.
He's using it all to get that ball, and he's throwing hard out there.
Christian Duarte.
Callahan at first, Herget at third, Duarte at the plate versus Schwab. And here we go. First pitch right back to Schwab. He nails it. Underhand toss. And just like that, the Titans get out of it. It's a 4-2 lead in favor of Carthage. And we'll be back with the Titan bats.
1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. And we're in the
We're back after Luke Schwab came in and got the last out of the inning, and that was an important out for the Titans. You didn't want to give up any more runs. Builds the momentum for your offense coming back out.
Yeah, that's how you draw it up. 1 pitch, 1 out. Shut the door. Kind of gave one back to Carthage, so now you got to go get another run. Keep this within reaching distance because you're running out of at-bats.
Carthage has the lead, but maybe I'm a little bit biased, but it's drawn up to be a good finish with the Wesleyan Titans with a 3-run bomb to take the lead in game 1 if they do it again.
Yeah, I think they're thinking about that, and I'm pretty sure Carthage is thinking about that too. So I don't think this game is long from being over.
Titans,
but it starts right here in this bottom of the 7th.
It certainly does with Ben Ford. Titans, different lineup than game 1, making some changes as we've gone along. Ben Ford wanted bat. He's got a walk. First pitch is out of the zone from Papagallo.
And that's what they did late in game 1. They got picky, they got patient at the plate, they drew some walks, got some guys on, and drove them in.
Another pitch, good eye by the hitter Ford, watches it go outside, 2-0. That pitch inside, but gets the call.
Both sides of the plate, Papagallo's pushing it.
Two-one, just got a piece of it, fouled it back to the netting.
Good cut, just missed. But now 2-2. Big pitch here to lead off the 7th.
The 2-2 curveball, and he got him swinging. Strike 3 from Papagallo.
Yeah, that's his go-to pitch. Pulled the string right there. Lead-off strikeout, exactly what you want if you're Carthage.
Luca Morelli, the catcher for the Titans here in game 2. Now look at a heater that gets away from the catcher for ball 1. AJ Gesa behind the plate for the Firebirds. Tried to go back outside, missing again. 2 balls, 0 strikes to Luca Morelli.
Got to have a good eye here. Chance to get a base runner. Papagallo kind of overthrows it a little bit from time to time. Did in the first game. Got himself into trouble. That's when he had to throw one across the plate, which ended up over the fence.
See if he throws one across the plate here, 3-0. And that was taken all the way from Luca Morelli.
Good take there. Wind picking up again.
Not a favorable wind for the Titan hitters, blowing basically straight in, as that one's going to be popped up. And it's going to get out of play. So Papagallo from 3-0 to 3-2 now against Morelli with 1 out. Missing outside, ball 4, that's a walk.
Same pitch, he got the strikeout the last time. A little too wide. Now you gotta, again, be patient. Wait for your pitch, string some hits together.
Jack Novak coming into this at bat. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI.
That's his pitch. Sometimes he gets it over, sometimes he doesn't.
Novak's going to have to defend that outside part of the plate. Tries to go back there, but missing and getting a ball called. Evens it up, 1-1. That one left over the plate, down the left field line. Not grabbing it is Matt Felber, going first to third, and that's going to be extra bases for the Titans and 2 runners in scoring position.
Good effort there, just off the glove, but a hard hit ball to third. One of the few extra base hits that haven't left the park today, maybe the first one. And now the Titans have something cooking here at the bottom of the 7th.
Pinch hitter coming in for the Titans The brother of Jimmy Gorgoni, it's Michael Gorgoni. A key spot for the Titans.
Let's go, 1, 2.
At least you got to just get one to the air, get it to the outfield, get that run home from third, at the very least.
Now would be the time to do that. The flag out there and towards the scoreboard, not blowing very much. Pick off, move, throw to second, no harm done though.
Just trying to keep the base runners close. Don't want anybody getting that extra lead. Big run on second base.
Big hole between third and short for Gorgoni. Now that gap closes a little bit. Nice take outside.
Yeah, Papagallo starting to have flashbacks of game one right here.
Wouldn't that be something? Gorgoni with a 1-1 count. He'll take that for strike 2. Papagallo trying to get out of this. He still has 2 more outs to get. Nice take, evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And with a base open, with first base open, you don't have to go too crazy. Just kind of paint the corners. Get a call now with 2 strikes.
Papagallo set for the 2-2.
Good cut.
Curveball. Stayed back on it. Michael Gorgoni, not somebody that we normally see in this Titan lineup.
He's seeing it good out of Papagallo's hand, so see if he can take this one and drive it.
Another 2-2.
Got to be a swinger, though.
Fouls it back once again. And if you're Michael Gorgoni, this is exactly what you want to show your head coach.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to skirt your way into the everyday lineup. Good take right there. Papagallo tried to get him chasing.
Took a little off of that curveball, not the hard one he's been throwing. Nice take. Full count now. But for Papagallo, can maybe get him to chase. Don't have to really give him anything to hit.
Swanson on deck, the 3-2. Fouled away.
Same spot, key spot in this game right here.
Another 3-2. Inside ball 4. That'll load him up for the Titans. And a fantastic at bat by Michael Gorgoni.
Exactly. Had Papagallo afraid to throw it over the plate. Tried to get him to chase a high fastball, but just got it too far in. Loads the bases with 1 out.
It's lining up to be some good chances here for the Titans. Casey Swanson at the dish. Take strike 1.
Good pitch that time, but Papagallo getting his confidence back. But again, he's got to think about last game because this looks a little familiar for him.
0-1 to Swanson. He'll swing. That gets over the first baseman's head. That's going to score 1. Definitely 2. And that is going to be a 2 RBI single, and we got a ball game.
Just served it right into right field. Nice hit. Ties this one up. I think Papagallo left that over the plate, just took something off of it, and that was an easy swing. Just relaxed. 2-run score, and it's a brand new ball game. See if his day's done.
It was Tristan Figgis in game 1. This game's not over, but Casey Swanson certainly with a clutch hit for the Titans.
And this inning's far from over. Big run, potential run on third base. Still just 1 out. Umpire's going to break up this meeting on the mound, trying to stall for the pitcher down, warming up.
If you're Papagallo, you're probably thinking in your head, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, he came in a tough spot in game 1 and let this inning get away from him, and his day's done.
So a little gamesmanship shown by Carthage. And they will take Papagallo out of the game and bring in a new pitcher. We're going to take a quick break on the Titan Broadcast Network. We'll tell you about them when we come back.
Now pitching for Carthage, number 34, James.
We are back as the Titans once again jumping on Papagallo, and that's got to feel really good if you're the men in green and white.
Yeah, that was a good start to the inning. They kind of came in with a game plan, and it's working to perfection. And again, you got a big potential run sitting on third base, the go-ahead run. Still only 1 out here in the 7th inning. And you take the lead in this one going into the 8th. Carthage has just got to feel defeated after losing game 1. That's going to be tough for them to come back. So you really kind of want to put your foot on the throat of Carthage right now.
They will turn to the right-hander, Jake Hartman Jr., as we are all knotted up at 4 here in the bottom of the 7th. Michael Gorgoni doing a nice job drawing the walk.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a big part of that inning because it got Papagallo kind of thinking, I got to throw strikes, and he just left one over the plate that got stroked out into right.
Both Gorgoni brothers will be batting in this inning. It's Jimmy Gorgoni at the plate.
He's got to upstage his brother right here.
Little brother-brother competition.
Yeah.
I gotta love it.
Competition within the competition.
I got 2 younger brothers of my own, and there's no shortage of competition. As ball 1 is taken from Jake Hartman Jr.
Tough spot for Hartman Jr. here. Runners on the corners, just 1 out.
Another pitch outside corner, gets the call on that one, brings it to 1 ball and 1 strike. Swanson in first, Gorgoni at third. Contact's made into center field. It looks like it's going to be deep enough. The runner's going to tag. The catch is made. And the run's going to score easily.
Exactly what you wanted.
Jimmy gets in his brother Michael. And the Titans take the lead on a sac fly.
Just like they did in the backyard for all those years. Exactly what you wanted to do. You don't have to be a hero and hit it over the fence. Just hit a deep fly. Runner easily scores, and a big 7th inning for the Titans.
JP at the dish, 1 for 1 with 2 walks to his day, a very productive day. As he'll take a hack for strike 1.
He was going for that one. Again, right now the Titans playing very relaxed. They took care of business in game 1. Very relaxed here in game 2, and it shows with that 5-4 lead.
That one taken in zone, strike 2, yeah. For the Titans, you'd love to win it outright in the conference and not share it with Carthage. Have the bragging rights.
Certainly.
If they can pull this one off, it's a heck of a 3-game sweep by the Titans. JP will hit that one a mile high. Coming in and making the grab, though, is the right fielder for Carthage in Xander Tubbs. That'll put away the Titans, but they come up big, and now they have a lead 5-4 on the Titan Broadcast Network.
One left on base. We're headed to the 8th. Titans lead.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Titan offense doing their job, making their pitching and defense feel a little bit better. They got a lead 5-4. Luke Schwab back out on the mound, and he's got to be just thrilled.
Absolutely, and you think about it, what we talked about a couple innings ago, Carthage, after losing game 1 the way they did, now trailing now for the first time in this one, late, they've got to feel somewhat defeated. So they're going to have to dig deep. But the Titans got to feel incredibly lucky and proud of how they played in this doubleheader and played these last 3 games, as you mentioned, against Carthage. Kind of a weird series where you play the game 1, not really a series, but you play the game 1 in Kenosha, and then you play the next 2 here in Bloomington.
Yeah, if you're a baseball fan, ultimately, obviously Titan fans are happy, but you could not ask for a better 3-game series to end this regular season.
Playing very well, playing their best baseball of the season at the right time.
PJ Moser will start the inning off for the Firebirds, 1 for 3 and an RBI.
Don't forget he had that bomb to right to start the scoring of this one. Got to respect that.
See how Luke Schwab handles him. He's up in the count 0-1. Evens it up with a pitch outside. That wind looks to be blowing out towards right field.
Yeah, it's switched.
You're PJ Moser. You're trying to pull anything you can.
It is kind of now a cross breeze. Ooh.
Tried to tee it up.
He was thinking about it.
Held it back towards the cars and houses.
Hope you didn't park over there.
Well, it is so dangerous over here at Jack Hornberger Field. I don't think you could pay me to leave my car in a spot like that.
Right. Ooh.
That one got away from Luke Schwab.
Taking an extra few seconds in the mound. Big pitch here. Full count to Mosier. Don't want to put the leadoff man on.
3-2. Right back up the middle, off the glove but straight to his second baseman. What a play.
And he caught, remember, he got the comebacker, his first pitch. So he has fielded his position well. Got a glove on it, or I think that thing's bouncing into center field.
I've said it multiple times this year, and I'll say it again. Pitchers are athletes too, people. Don't forget that.
Yeah, you got to protect up the middle.
That one hit into center field, so after a comebacker, Xander Tubbs says, I'll hit it over your head into center.
Makes that play even bigger for the first out of this inning.
Sets up a chance for Luke Schwab to get Matt Felber into a double play.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had one. We had a lot in game one. Be perfect time to get one here.
That one skied over to right field, but it's going to get out of play.
Might have to get one of these Carthage players to reach for one because they're swinging out of their shoes right now.
Over 3 at-bats on the day so far. 0-1, outside, 1-1.
Dodged the rain so far. It's supposed to be kind of intermittent, so with the shift in the wind, you hope something's not blowing in.
I was thinking about that on my way over here, as that one is skied into right field, but back on it and making the grab is Duff. Maybe misread the ball a little bit.
Well, and then I think that wind caught it. Nice play, really, but at first thought he had a beat on it and had to pick up his pace going back to the corner and made the play. Tough fielding conditions for the outfielders today.
With 2 outs, Drew Connect at the dish, Tubbs still at first.
Good curve. Good take by the batter. Connect. Laying off that off speed.
Always looks so appetizing to swing at, but nice job right there as he'll hit that opposite field. That'll get down to Duff. Trying to go first to third. A long throw into third. Ooh, but it's going to be cut off.
That might have been bang bang at third if that throw would have been allowed to go through, but good job of cutting it off and not allowing the batter to get to second base. Now all of a sudden it's runners at the corners with 2 outs.
You don't want to take the risk at third and then have him be safe and give up second base like you said.
Right.
So probably the smarter play with a lead. Evan Devine, 2 for 3, trying to get the run across and tie it up as he'll go back towards William Duff, but it's going to get out of play.
Yeah, Carthage right now, they're just swinging, trying to make something happen. They know they're going to have to go out and take it by swinging the bat.
See if Schwab has the same line of thinking as you, trying to get him to chase that one up high in the zone. Chopper off his foot.
Now I got 2 strikes on him. See if he comes back with, rears back and throws his hardest pitch of the inning right here. Challenge him.
A 1-2 pitch coming from Schwab to Devine.
Decides to go off speed, a little too far outside. 2-2.
They'll get set for a 2-2 pitch. Ooh. Thought about swinging, but laid it off.
Checked his swing. Didn't want to, but almost chased it. Getting the drama high here. Full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes from first. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Luke Schwab gets it done. He keeps the lead for the Titans, 5-4, and he'll go back to the dugout happy. We'll be back on the Titan Broadcast Network. We're back. The Titans bats coming up to the dish against Jake Hartman with a lead. William Duff, Derek Ittner, your first 2. As this one's getting to the late stages, bottom of the 8th. Carthage running out of time.
Well, that was a nice called third strike, swinging strike, then the 8th. Kind of slammed the door on that almost rally by Carthage. That might have taken the wind out of their sails for the rest of this game.
In other CCIW action, North Central beat North Park in game 1 of their doubleheader. Milliken winning against Wheaton, Augustana winning against Elmhurst. North Central and North Park had the second game starting at 3 o'clock. Lots of doubleheaders within the CCIW. Elmhurst and Augustana, Milliken winning in the second game. So lots of action finishing out the regular season. As a swing and a miss from Matt Hudick. No, William Duff, excuse me.
Duff made a nice play out in the outfield, right field, last inning.
Takes a hack, fouls it away.
We're going to see the same pitcher in the 9th, you think, for the Titans?
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't, or if it, I don't know. I got my words mixed up, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I hear you. It's working.
You might as well keep it rolling. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There we go.
You were there. You had it.
1-2 outside and low for ball 2. Evens it up. Two hit by Duff, popped up, and the catcher catches it.
Call your own number.
Jake Hartman told his infield to take that one off. He'll get it. He'll retire the first hitter, and Derek Ittner will be at the plate with 1 out.
Hartman did a good job coming back on that at bat. Spiked one. Looked like he kind of lost his rhythm, but came all the way back to get the pop-up.
And a nice first pitch to the right-handed hitting Derek Ittner. Off-speed pitch misses.
Some high heat.
Hartman getting real close to Derek Ittner there at the plate. See what he comes back with on the 2-1. Looks like more heat, but in the turf.
Yeah, he's been low pretty much this entire inning. Throwing hard, but got to get it up.
Hitters count to Ittner, 3-1. Very patient, takes ball 4.
Titans could use an insurance run here in the bottom of the 8th. Just 1 out, man on first.
Ben Ford with Ittner at first. Hartman trying to keep this deficit to only 1 for the Firebirds.
Ooh. Thought the way the dugouts were chirping, that might have been a strike, but ball 1. Ooh.
Inside. Ben Ford had to get out of the way of that one. Hartman threw one up and inside on the last at bat to Ittner. He throws one here to Ben Ford.
I don't think he's trying to, just maybe a little control issue here. The bottom of the 8th.
Ford makes contact. Hit a mile high into right field. It's going to be grabbed though. 4 and out.
A bag here, ready to manufacture a run like Titans did on their first run of the game. With 2 outs, got to make something happen.
First pitch taken for a ball. Ittner is the man if you want somebody to steal. He does have speed.
Certainly we saw that earlier in the game, a steal and then a single, which scored a run.
Morelli tried to tee it up, but fouls it towards the parking lot. One ball and a strike. Jake Hartman against Luca Morelli. Runner goes, pitches inside, throw over. And that's going to be a stolen base for Derek Ittner, and he showed off the wheels again.
Just like earlier in the first run of the game, get a man in scoring position. Now you just need a hit with 2 outs. You're going to be running on contact. That run could prove big for the Titans if they can get it home.
2 balls and a strike. Morelli trying to get him home as he'll hit that one. Into left field, it's going to get down. They're going to send the runner. The throw is offline, and it's going to score. You called it.
Big run. And you just manufactured that. The steal, and then the hit. Sometimes the game looks pretty easy when it works.
Luca Morelli gets the RBI as the throw was offline. Do give credit to AJ Gesa though. He picked it up and wanted to make sure Morelli didn't get the second on the throw.
Big insurance run for the Titans.
Strike 1 is called to Jack Novak, and it's 6-4.
All their runs coming over the last 4 innings.
Nice pitch from Hartman, gets the strike call. He's in the driver's seat, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch looked pretty good.
Pretty
from
close.
Where we were, but
I think everybody hesitated waiting for the call. Didn't get it.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Novak. Morelli at first. Tried to go with what looked like a curveball, left it up high. Good take, 3-2. See if Hartman tries to get Novak chasing. Runner goes, 3-2, fouled away.
With the off speed, he was trying.
Morelli was on the move as Titan dugout is now making some noise. Another 3-2, runner goes, called strike 3 though. Jack Novak not happy with the call. Thought it was ball 4, but that'll end it for the Titans. 6-4 is your score. We'll be back with the Firebirds at the dish.
Titans lead 6-4.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Herget.
Leading off for Carthage, number 10, AJ Asa.
Your first 2 hitters.
All starts with that first hitter not letting him get on base.
First pitch is taken for a ball. Next one, 2 balls, 0 strikes.
Yeah, got to make a hit. Got to make him a hitter. He was going to take until he saw a strike.
Finds the zone right there. Gesa telling Hartman, challenge me. He does. Comebacker low. Grabbed out of the air. Hartman out number 1.
Seen a few of those in this game too.
Jimmy Herget.
Good plays made by Titan pitchers this afternoon.
As a side note, North Central up 5-4 against North Park in the bottom of the 9th. Two straight strikes to start off this at bat.
Couple of off-speed pitches when you're thinking fastball. He's going to do it himself.
2 outs. If North Central wins, they will improve to 14-6, and it gets interesting.
1 out away for the Titans.
Strike called.
That umpire's got a dinner reservation. He's ready for this one to be over.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The Titans did beat North Central 9-3 back in April. As that one misses. And then North Central beat them April 8th, 6-5. Ground ball. Diving, but not getting it is Gadomski or Gergoni.
Still alive. That's why you think about that insurance run at the bottom of the 8th. All you need is a bloop and a blast if you're Carthage. But they're down to their last out.
That was Gergoni at shortstop. That one's fouled back by the hitter, Christian Duarte.
Got him to go. No.
No, says the umpire. Wow.
Looks like a swing to me. Go the short way. Nope.
Over to third. Throw over. Titans win. The Titans win. They pull off a 3-game sweep of the Carthage Firebirds. And they're going to be feeling real good headed into the postseason next week when the tournament starts on Wednesday.
I don't want to be at the bottom of that dog pile, but that's got to feel pretty good.
They end with a record of 16-4.
Big 3 games for the Titans. Way to wrap up the regular season when it matters. Winning a doubleheader at home, securing the conference, and making sure you don't have to leave town. Big wins for Illinois Wesleyan Titans.
The men in green and white get it done against the red and black. 6-4 is your final score. As we wrap things up here at Jack Hornberger Field, we are still going to be waiting for word on interviews. We'll get you that information when we know it. But for right now, we're going to take a quick break here on the Titan Broadcast Network.
It's time to play Did You Know with Illinois Wesleyan. First off, true or false, on average, over half of tuition for accepted students is covered by scholarships and grants. True, IWU invests more than $40 million in scholarships and grants for students each year. Where has IWU ranked in highest earning graduates among small schools in Illinois? If you guessed number 1, you got it. And what's even better, IWU is the number 1 college in Illinois for getting a job and number 7 in the nation. Last question, how much does it cost to apply to Illinois Wesleyan? If you said nothing, well, you're right. There's absolutely no application fee. So what are you...
For the presentation of the 2025 CCIW Baseball Championship Trophy, at this time we ask Illinois Wesleyan captains to step forward and receive the championship trophy. The Titans have won the CCIW title with a record of 16 wins.
Titans celebrating their championship, getting it done here at Jack Hornberger Field. And that is one happy group of boys.
And they did it with style. Going up to Kenosha, winning, getting out 6-0, taking it right to the Firebirds, and then sweeping the doubleheader at home on a Saturday under not so ideal weather conditions, and coming back in game 2. Nice job, Titans.
Congratulations to them. We're going to have more action here on Jack Hornberger Field next week when the tournament starts on Wednesday. You won't want to miss it. All the action will be right here on the Titan Broadcast Network. It was great working with you. Awesome game. We're going to wrap it up, though, as the Titans take the series, the sweep, and the conference championship.